Hey guys! Now that we covered the idea and the process behind integration by parts, let's dive a little deeper and learn how to know what to make your U and DV. And if you find this video helpful, please smash those like and subscribe buttons to help us help more students like you. Okay, so in the last video, you guys learned that the integration by parts formula looks like this, which basically says that if you have a difficult integral in the form UdV, then we can translate it into something that's potentially easier to solve in the form u times v minus the integral of v to u. Alright, but when we have an integral we can't solve, how do we know what to make our u and dv? Well, let's go over a simple trick for how to pick your u. All you need to remember is ILATE. And what this is an acronym that describes the order of things within the integral to make your u. The first thing you would want to make equal to u is an inverse trig function, like sine inverse or cosine inverse, if it's present in your integral. If those aren't in there, next comes logarithms, like ln of x, followed by algebraic expressions like x squared plus 3x, then normal trig functions like cosine and sine, and finally exponential functions like e to the x. So when looking at your integral, you can work down the list to see which type of function you see first in the integral. Then, you make that equal to your u and everything else equal to your dv. If we looked again at the example we did in the last video, the integral of x times e to the x, we would see that we have the x that is an algebraic expression and the e to the x that is an exponential function. Because algebraic expressions occur higher on the list, we make that equal to u. And then we make everything else equal to dv. But instead of going through this example again, let's see how this works with a fresh example. This time, we want to take the integral of ln of x times x dx. In this case, we have a logarithm of ln of x and an algebraic expression of x again. Since logarithms appear first in the acronym ILATE, we make that our u this time. Then we'll set dv equal to everything else, aka x dx. Alright, now that we have these, we can start finding the rest of the parts of the formula. To find du, we can take the derivative of u to get that du dx is equal to 1 over x. And multiplying both sides by dx, we get that du is equal to 1 over x dx. Then to find v, we can take the integral of both sides of our dv equation to get that v equals x squared over 2 from the integral power rule. Now, we can plug this stuff into our integration by parts formula to get that the unsolvable integral of ln of x times x is equal to ln of x times x squared over 2 minus the integral of x squared over 2 times 1 over x. And within this new integral, we can cancel out one of the x's on top with the x on the bottom to simplify it to just the integral of x over 2. So again, using our integration by parts method, we were able to convert our unsolvable integral into one that is now directly solvable. Again, using the integral power rule, we find that this new integral is equal to x squared over 2 times 2. Then, finally simplifying all of this, we find our final answer of ln of x times x squared over 2 minus x squared over 4. And don't forget a plus c because it's an indefinite integral. If you take one thing from this video, please remember this acronym ILATE that describes the order in which to pick your u. Thanks again for watching, and remember, you have big dreams. Don't let a class get in the way.